Shots are going to fall. Big fourth quarter coming.
Thanks. Good luck.
All right, Stephanie, the always cool Desmond Bane. Here he is on the catch. The way this team is put together.
It really is. And you forget 2-3 years ago, I mean, how dangerous this team was. And they've picked up.
Unbelievable. On the finish, Laravia. And that brings the Grizzlies to within one possession.
This will be waiting on the bench there. They seem like they've seen that before.
Laravia, by the way, who was actually drafted by Minnesota but traded on draft night a couple of years ago after they took him with the 19th overall pick. This is Reed, finds the laces. Offensive rebound, Alexander Walker spins back up, misses at the cup. Randall blocked by Jackson. Randall!
Kind of willed that into the basket.
Jackson against Randall now at the other end, trying to return the favor. Boy, masterful.
A great spin and finish by Trip. Can I say Trip?
I think you can.
Triple J, Trip.
That was not patented by Stephanie. I think she'll share it with you. Randall on the missed three, deflected at a
convert tonight.
Pippen loose ball is going to spin back up on just textbook game here in Memphis.
And the energy, you wonder, is the depth wearing them down as
the fourth quarter. G.G. Jackson in the corner, again making his season debut as he finally officially begins his second NBA season. Look at Laravia on the cut. Bane. A couple of decent looks underneath by the Grizzlies. They come up empty. Timberwolves got a 3-on-1 run. It's Reed to the Bay for NBA All-Star. You can vote NBA.com or the NBA app before it's too late. And again, just for today, your votes count 3 for 1. Jackson taking some bump.
Alexander Walker tries to help. You know, Triple J has not been scoring much in this game, but that could get him going here in this fourth quarter.
Dillingham off a stool. And Dillingham off the bench has given Minnesota 12 points in this game. Jackson on the leader.
And that's what he's done this season. Bringing the ball up the court. The floor is spread. Gets to that paint where he can be.
Minnesota begins the fourth. Reed and Dillingham. Reed again from three. Around the rim. Off glass. Has been lethal. He's got 19. Laravia trying to create some space, lost the handle.
Starters on the bench for the Timberwolves. The Grizzlies can't seem to cut into this lead right now.
Memphis playing with Pippen, Jackson, Laravia, Bane, and G.G. Jackson. Well, knocked around, Reed tracks it down. Boy, he's been all over the place. Gets it to Dillingham. That's an open.
The hot Dillingham.
Eventually was the 8th overall pick by San Antonio. But boy, has he found a home with this Minnesota franchise. And he's put together one of his better games of the season. Here comes Jackson going right into the chest of Randall.
With Randall in foul trouble, Triple J is taking over. They got to get stops, though, here on this end of the Grizzlies.
Here's Julius Randle, puts it on the deck, likes the matchup against Bane. They double. This is McDaniels. Misses badly, boy. Alexander Walker attempting what would have been just an unbelievable step.
Leading to an open corner three.
What a sequence for Nickeil Alexander Walker. Jackson on the... For this town, this fan base, happy to see G.G. Jackson back in the mix today, making his first appearance of the season. Now as Reed takes him off a switch. And look at that for Reed. He's got it all working.
Looked like magic in the late 80s.
My goodness, you're right. Boy, this has been fun. The intensity continues to ratchet up here as we come up on the midway point of the fourth quarter. Alexander Walker, the curl. 27 minutes. He's got 21.6 rebounds. He's hit 3 threes. And a big reason why Minnesota's holding a 7-point lead. Here comes out. Taylor Jenkins making a couple of changes. John Morant back in with Edie. Also Jalen Wells to join Jaren Jackson and Desmond Bane. Morant weaving his way through. And his prayer. Mention the games that he's missed this year. 18 of them. He missed up injury. Dealing with that foot soreness of late. Here comes McDaniels. It's going to be
happy to be back. Happy to be helping his team win with his great play and leadership. That's the most important thing right now.
Here comes Reed, a little hesitation, trying to get Edey to bite. That's a tough shot over Edey. Knocked around Jackson on the take. A foot race with McDaniels. Look at Jackson in the open floor. Here's Reed, thought about it from deep. Now to Dillingham, 9 on the timer. McDaniels off the screen, working against Kennard. Spins, fades, tough shot. Offensive rebound, Gobert gets it to Reed. That's a corner three. He sticks it. It hit
3 times offensive rebound, find a shooter in that right corner. And if they win, that might be the difference.
Here comes Ja, the spin, the fade. As we come down the stretch here in Grind City. Edwards bottled up, steps between, and he goes glass. Jackson, Edwards getting him on a switch. They get into the rookie Wells. Reed. That is a huge call to put the rookie Wells in Brooklyn. And then Thursday, the NBA and Jalen Wells, young man who was taken with 39 of the rosters that Kleiman has put together with this Grizzlies front office, as they are trending back in the right direction with this team.
Where did he go to school?
Well, he went to Duke Law School.
Okay.
Does that still count? Do you guys still claim him?
Yes, we do.
Three-pointer from Edwards, not that time. Bain, little bump, and they get here. And this has been fun to watch right from the start. 1-point game.
Clutch time contest in 12 and 15 in those matchups. So can they execute on both ends down the stretch on the road for Minnesota?
Memphis has not led since the first quarter when they built an early 11-point lead. What a matchup here. The two of the most electrifying players in the league. Edwards misses, Jackson clears.
Back-to-back possessions, settling for tough threes there from Edwards.
Here comes Bain on the attack. Memphis retakes the lead. There's so much talk, Grant, about how good this Memphis team has been scoring. They lead the league in points. Also top 5 in defensive rating is this Grizzlies team. Reed.
Possessions not ideal offensively for Minnesota, and the Grizz are doing everything right.
That's the 14th Timberwolves turnover. Memphis in the midst of a 16-5 run. Bain looking for more. Bain taking Gobert. Look at Jackson, rips it back, and he's going to shoot free throw. The difference between a winner and a loss
For the T-Wolves.
and Jaren Jackson.
And so when they've done that, okay, Wells is going to get in his space.
Look at the rookie try to take Edwards. Now to Randall. Tough pass. Conley. Corner three. Missed it. Fight for it. Conley. The rebound underneath Gobert, and he threw it away. Boy, Gobert had an open little bunny underneath. Didn't take it. Here comes Morant. Airborne. Free throws. So the second tightly contested game that these two teams are playing in the span of 8 days. The last one won by Memphis, 127-125 on January the 11th in Minneapolis. Grant, how does this one end here today?
Well, in that game, it looked like Minnesota was in control down the stretch. A couple turnovers in that game. And Minnesota here by Morant, or on Morant, find his teammates, and they're going to have to make plays without him.
Julius Randle, he's been so good as a facilitator the last couple of weeks. Pick and roll, Randle, Conley, Reed, a three, splash.
Out of the game, he was a little emotional after some of those calls. He can sit, gather himself, comes in, hits a big-time three.
Inside of 2 minutes left, that tension builds a little bit more here in Memphis. Jackson against Randle, couple of bigs, bang.
Oh, I love it.
Jaren Jackson, 24 points. He's exceeded his season average in what has been a career year for the 7th-year pro. Here's Reed. He's not done yet. But a tough shot. He tried to go left hand. Here comes Morant. Boy, missed it. Some of that electricity to get to the cup. He just couldn't put it down. Conley. Here comes Reed on the dive.
Down to defense. Getting stops here. One possession if you're Minnesota. Conversely,
so we're under a minute now. Shot clock at 8. Jackson pushed out. Minnesota is out of fouls. Randle D'ing up Jackson. Boy, that is a hard shot. What defense on that sequence.
well, they waited too long to shot attempt.
It's a three-point Memphis lead. Edwards against Clark. Here he comes. And Edwards. Point game.
And Edwards at the line. And that
career year for Edwards.
possession too slow, causing a tough rushed shot.
Both teams are out of fouls. This is Bain. Randall on a switch. 5 to shoot. Bain with all that length of McDaniels, and Taylor Jenkins is going to get a timeout. Didn't like how
Maybe downhill, John Moran catch the ball, handoff. Oh, maybe not. Jaren Jackson Jr.
Jackson flicks it up to the rim. The tip, no. Jackson, boy, a little contact on that Jackson. On the clock, Randall the inbounder. Memphis trying to protect this lead, and here we go. The Grizzlies are out of fouls. Edwards against Bain. Edwards elevates. Missed it.